I'm extremely pissed off. I tweaked my back today. And after all this time, after learning so much, after teaching people not to do exactly what I just did, I did it. I'm not perfect. I'm not immune to back tweaks. And in hindsight, I did everything wrong today, and I tweaked my back at the gym doing a set of barbell squats. I'm gonna talk about the events leading up to it, in hindsight, what I did wrong, and then I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do to get out of this, and then I'm gonna film myself a couple days later telling you about the quick success I have. So this morning, I woke up feeling much stiffer than normal. I had a meeting, and I sat down at my desk, and everything just felt wrong. Everything felt stiffer than normal. I couldn't get comfortable in my seat. My back was just kind of bugging me a little bit. So that was the first sign that something was going on with my back. I get to the gym, I was a little bit pressed for time on my workout, didn't do a warm up, didn't do a walk today, didn't activate the core correctly, didn't really activate the glutes at all. I did basically everything wrong. Hopped right into a set of barbell squats because, hey, my back's been feeling great for a long time. Why not? Big mistake. So I did my first set of squats. Another sign, it felt weird. It felt wrong. Something felt off. My back felt tight. It felt like there was more pressure on my back and less on my glutes and lower legs than normal. And it just felt uneven. Uneven right to left stress in my lower back, like one hip was hiked up a little bit more than the other, and it just felt wrong. So being the genius I am, I upped the weight, ignored all the signals, and about 6 to 8 reps with this next, also a warm-up weight set, I felt that little grab that happens when your back spasms up. So I felt that, like, everything just like tightened up at once, and it was thankfully just a warm-up weight, so it wasn't the most severe back spasm I've ever felt, but it happened. It was on my way up on the squat. I was frustrated immediately, but I knew what to do. The next steps were rack the weight, put the weights away, leave the gym, don't look back. And here I am. So that happened about an hour ago. Right now my pain level is probably a 4 or 5. It's the worst I've felt in probably a year. And I can feel it just getting progressively tighter. So tonight and tomorrow morning will be real telltales on how much damage I did. But my plan for the next couple days here are, 1, use my CBD and muscle relaxant foam to help all the areas calm down. 2, use the QL claw to make sure the muscles don't get any tighter and they stay loose. And 3, stretch and stay nimble. So make sure I'm gonna rotate the spine, actually do my walks, and use as much mobility as I can without triggering pain. That way the muscles are more likely to stay long and not tighten up and spasm more and cause more pain than they already are. The strengthening I will do over the next couple days will be quite light, because it's very hard to activate the right muscles with your muscles in spasm and just turned on so hard. So that'll be the plan for the next couple days. I'll report back to you guys, hopefully pain-free, in 3 to 4 days. All right, here's an update 4 days after the horrible, gruesome back pain setback. So we're feeling a whole lot better now. And this is including going skiing 2 days ago, which I made no progress on that day altogether. But what I've been doing is a whole lot of massage with QL Claw, the best tool you can ever use to release your muscles. Some muscle relaxant foam just to get the whole area to simmer down. I don't like taking painkillers. I like taking a more targeted approach, so that's why I use the topicals instead of just inhaling Advil. Another thing I've been doing a lot of is stretching in a very particular way. Since my back was so angry at me, I couldn't do a whole lot of spinal flexion or extension, like just trying to touch my toes was really stiff for about 2 days, and also doing extension where pushing my hips forward hurt a lot. So one stretch that helped me a ton during this period was a split stretch. And this split exercise is gonna stretch the hip flexors on one side and the hamstrings and glutes on the other side at once while keeping the spine neutral. I've been holding a split like this, alternating between emphasizing the hip flexor stretch and then emphasizing the hamstring and glute stretch. So basically just leaning back and forth, stretching both of those muscles. Holding that for about 2 minutes at a time, 1 or 2 times throughout the day has been awesome, because when you have a setback or when you have a spasm, the whole lower back, hip, glute area is just gonna tense up. So everything's gonna be tighter than normal. And if you don't give it the love and attention it needs and keep the muscles lengthened and loose, they're gonna stay tight and you're gonna stay in pain. And you're gonna need to stretch more than normal during this period, just because your muscles are gonna want to tighten up to protect your back. But now that the threat is gone and you don't need to consistently brace your back anymore, you want those muscles to calm down. So doing exercises like the split, or basically whatever you can tolerate for the low back, hip, and glutes, is gonna help. Last thing I've been doing is a little bit of light strengthening work, especially the side planks and multifidus med ball have been great. Those just build up stability, so I'm less likely to have a re-trigger, and I can just continually move and not lose any strength while my back is healing. So last time you saw me, I was probably at a 6 out of pain, and now I'm probably at a 2 to 3. In a couple more days, plan to be at a good 0, and then back back doing crazy things again. Just a reminder, if you have that setback, it's not the end of the world. The one thing I tell everyone I coach and myself is just 3-day rule. Don't panic for 3 days. Don't do anything drastic. A lot of times it just takes a few days for the area to calm down. It can be faster if you are doing the right things like massage, topical foam, and stretching and strengthening, and it can be longer if you don't. So do your best to try to treat it as fast as you can. Just don't panic, just relax, just understand what's going on. Inflammation happens, the body needs a couple days to calm down. Don't lose hope. If you do set yourself back, you can get out of it pretty quick. Also made this video on back muscle spasms a little while ago. This is one that I actually referred to in treating myself. That's a great reference if you're in the pain cave and had spasms anytime.